Hi, my name's Margaret. Welcome to Card Reading. If you like, subscribe, put your thumbs up if you want, share if you want. It's going to go across Facebook and YouTube. We're going to talk about COVID-19 and not just being psychic. As you're probably realise, some of it's me just picking up stuff and just a journey thing, like reading between the lines, and other stuff is being psychic. The reason I'm putting this out there, and you probably have been seeing it, I did put across Facebook about media. Yes, this one works really well for me as a mask. Like if you've watched my last two, these ones, I'm so allergic to it. So that leads into the first topic I want to share with you, because this is an interesting thing. This Monday there's a show called Masked Singing, and it's really interesting. I think they have, I could be wrong, I haven't watched it, and I've just been watching ads on it, but I think they have an audience in it. High red flag, I would call it. Everyone's been saying it on YouTube, so I'm going to say that now. A red flag. We all had to pay, I think, 1.5 meters away. We have a percent of people who can't have. The house is in it. I think there's 3 or 4 people in it. I'm not quite sure, but no masks on them. So, and it leads into this thing, and I'm probably gonna get in trouble for this, and I'm okay with it because it's on Facebook. It's not just me saying it, and it's not something I just heard on in the job itself. It's actually on Facebook. 100% hits. They're talking about the Masked Singing show, like I just said, and there's 2 hosts. I don't know what the name is because they're going normally when I'm there, and the female say, I want you to sing a song with my mask on. I can't remember the song that they're trying to sing, but he sings this song with this mask on. Clear so you can hear him. Not a very good singer, I have to admit, not a very good singer, but he has this on, you can hear it clear as day, right? Then the female have material mask. It's thicker with this on 2 layers, hers is thicker, and she sings Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Clear as day, I'm telling you. And that leads into, why isn't the media wearing masks when they're doing stuff? I mean, really, if I can hear her, and I do have difficulty with hearing sounds, but I did hear them clear as day. To someone, if they play this song that they're meant to be singing on the radio, I would know it off by heart. I know it off by heart, this song, but I just can't remember the name of it. And it leads into that. So why is the media not wearing a mask? And there's another one on the radio, not related to 100% hits, but it was related to, I don't know, Jackie O and Carl, I think his name is, on another station. And they're talking about Big Brother, and they got, I say 5 people, because it's meant to be the 3 main contestants on Big Brother who's going to win the $2.25 million, yeah. This was 2 weeks ago, and 2 things about this. I'm assuming this is stage 3, yeah. Stage 3, you only meant to have 5 people in a room. Two problems with this. They have 7 people in this room, and their stations aren't that big. It's a smaller in the room, like a bedroom, and I'm assuming a lot of you guys know this, so it's no big deal. And you have 7 people in this room, way less 1.5 meters away. Makes no sense. This broke all the rules. Are they gonna get in trouble for it? That's my question. And it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube, this one. I don't know if it's on Facebook. I don't follow this one, but it's on Facebook. Jackie O. Yeah. So that leads into this year's Big Brother. I have talked about it. They're meant to film it for next year. August, I think it's in the 10th and the 20th. They're meant to have auditions for the show. 2 days. Interesting. October to September, I think it is. They're meant to film it this year. Interesting. So that leads into that thing. The other thing I wanted to put out there too, yeah, that was it. And Big Brother USA, they got that on now. That's interesting because America's meant to be as bad as Australia. They're meant to have thousands of COVID going around in it. So it's interesting, isn't it? The other thing, I don't know if you saw it, but a few months ago they were talking about filming in a hospital where deals with COVID-19. The camera crews and the hosts will go in there and filming this. Would you think, as a COVID-19, it's meant to kill thousands and thousands of people, would you let people go into that area, especially when it's close contact? Would you think that would you do that, really? I mean, yeah, it makes some sense. I mean, you see nurses and doctors putting on their masks and gears and all that on, but here they are, then camera crews come into it, and I remember it's probably 9 and 7 doing it. I don't know about 10, but 7 and 9's doing it. So it's 2 stations in itself. So I find that really interesting. The other thing I found, I heard this across the board, just from talking to people. As you know, here in Australia, in Melbourne, Australia, the borders from Melbourne to Sydney, meant to be for Sydney, Brisbane, something like that, are all closed, yeah? That makes sense, right? But I've been hearing from people that you can fly across to the next state, like from Melbourne to Sydney. I have heard of this through a number of people, and that's interesting in itself. I'm sorry, but what's a flight to a car? Yes, it's 12 hours, but I know from Melbourne to Sydney, it's 45 minutes. You're 45 minutes in a plane with other people. Yes, I heard from someone else you have to be in lockdown for 14 days, but still, someone putting your health and safety at needs here. So again, it makes no sense. So yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? The other thing I was going to talk about, and I did lean this into the last one, is children. It's really interesting. I remember a few months ago, I don't know what came out of it, but saying this illness related to children, where children can die. And I find that really interesting. That didn't lead into it, didn't get far to it because it can't be. But it leads into this, and I'm going to say Kath, because Kath did put this on Facebook. She puts down, be worried about the older people, yeah? That's fair enough, yeah? It is fair enough. But how about the younger people, the children? We have heard of children dying from COVID-19. What's the difference from an adult to a children? In with a child, they say if you're over 12, you don't have to wear a mask. My view, if this was serious, if you're a child and you can have a mask on your face, you should have one on your face. Simple as that. I don't care who you are. And that makes no sense to me at all, because at this, what you're saying, someone under 12 can't catch COVID, but then I hear on YouTube and Facebook there's young babies who caught COVID-19. Yeah. The other thing I want to put out there is this whole supermarket thing from they're going to close after 8 because the whole Melbourne stage 4, everyone has to be indoors by 8. It's interesting because I've been hearing lately too on Facebook is if you can't get to your job because you're over that amount, I think it's 5 miles or something like that away. If you're 5 miles or kilometres away from your job, you can't go to your job, right? And it leads into your shops, in a sense. Say if you're a doctor, nurse, a police officer, a fire person, does that mean you can't go to the job? And does that mean when something big comes along, like North Melbourne blast? I don't know what happened. I'm going to call it blast. I haven't heard the whole story in it. So what happens with that? Was that close to a fire station? If that was like 7 miles away, do we leave it? Because no one can go to this place. Well, no one can go to this place where it's got the blast, where there's the fire, because it's more than 5 miles away. Yeah, that's another thing I want to share with you because that makes no sense. And then it leads into things like when you think about people like them, police, ambulance, doctors, nurses, all that. If they're 5 miles away from that job they need to go to, does that mean you're going to have less staff? Then what happens with COVID-19 when it goes up and up? Yeah, so that leads into that. And it's just, and the same with the shops. You think about the shops, are they all going to be closed because no one lives close to that shop or that supermarket or chemist or things like that? Yeah, so it makes me think about things like this. You probably think I'm overanalyzing it, and I probably am, but it makes no sense. It really does make no sense. And this leads into missing people. As you all know, I'm doing a lot of stuff related to missing people before reading. And I thought, look, COVID-19 meant to be so seriously. How is people are going to go out there to look for these people? Because it's 5 miles away, like in Melbourne, 5 miles away. It makes no sense. So it leads into this, I was going to do something on people, missing people, like for every 2 or 3 days. But then I thought to myself, why should I? No one can go out and look for them. Why are we sharing information if no one can go out and look for these people? I mean, really, it makes no sense to me. So, yeah, so that's where I'm leaving it right now. And I might do this, I don't know, once a week, once a fortnight. I don't know, but I'm going to do this more often. I know a lot of videos won't like this, but, and I know I'm going to get in trouble with Triple M and 100% Heats. But think about it. You're the one that put it on YouTube and Facebook. I'm not the one. I'm not saying anything what happened in the job, and I'm at the job. I'm not saying this and this. I'm actually just saying what's on Facebook and YouTube. So, yes, I might get in trouble for it, but it's there. So, yeah. And that leaves this right now. So, I hope the media thinks about this because, yeah, at this stage, the only place you can't catch cobra is New Zealand. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. So, give that a couple of weeks or so, you probably can catch it from there too. But, yeah, so it's a food for thought, and I hope people are watching this because, like I said, this is not me being psychic. It's actually there. It's actually there on your TV, and if it's not there on your TV, give it a couple of weeks or a couple of months, and it will be there on your TV. You'll see it for yourself, and you'll be looking at it and saying, this is what Margaret meant. So it's not me being medical, because I don't have a medical thing. I'll be the first one to say it to you. But I know when we've been conned. And it's not a psychic thing. I know when we've been conned, we've been sucked into things. So that's where this comes from. So, like I said, if you like, subscribe, put your thumbs up if you want, and share if you want. I'll see you later. Bye.